Sydney Sweeney cast as Martin Luther King Jr. in new biopic. The upcoming, highly anticipated Martin Luther King Jr. biopic has hit a massive production snag. This morning, the Academy declared the film failed to meet its baseline diversity requirements, forcing producers to immediately hire more white talent. Director Marty McCokehound reportedly fired his original choice for the lead, Justin Trudeau, after the Canadian Prime Minister allegedly spent 3 weeks locked in his trailer, demanding craft services shape a wheel of cheese to look like Walter Matthau. Step in Hollywood's favorite tit, It Girl Sydney Sweeney, who has officially signed on to play the civil rights icon in what industry experts declare a race and gender swap twofer. Known for her intense method acting, reports show Sweeney immediately threw herself into the role. To fully grasp the lived black experience, sources say Sweeney spent a weekend studying with Jimmy Kimmel, watched Cool Runnings on repeat, and successfully memorized the name of the fourth guy from Ghostbusters. Wait. I almost had it, hang on. No, never mind. She was also repeatedly seen leaving the studio lot for cigarettes and not coming back. When pressed on the casting controversy, A24 executive Marty McBackey-Stabber defended the choice, claiming Sweeney is a Swiss Army knife of representation. I thought character color didn't matter anymore. Plus, Sydney checks so many boxes all at once. Race? Check. Woman? Check. Huge cans? Double check. And we hear she might go bi-curious by Act 3 just to lock down the LGBTQ, RS, XYZ, XY plus minus multiplication division sign demographic. We're still trying to figure out how to squeeze a left-handed indigenous dynamic in there. But she's incredibly versatile. She's already polling incredibly well with Democrats in purple states for 2028. Insiders previewing the script note that the project plays fast and loose with historical accuracy. In a modern reimagining of the famous Selma March, Sweeney will reportedly strut down the Edmund Pettus Bridge, debuting her latest luxury lingerie line, with the civil rights legend's iconic face over that sweet spot, culminating in a synchronized flash mob to an up-tempo TikTok dance remix of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. The film's climax features a highly controversial 17-minute sequence, where Sweeney delivers the iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, completely naked while riding a horse. A creative choice, the studio insists captures the raw, emotional vulnerability of the civil rights movement. The studio's upcoming Oscar push is expected to lean heavily into the immense systemic hurdles a wealthy, gorgeous white woman with millions of dollars had to endure to secure a leading black role in modern Hollywood. By now, you've all seen the recent Graham Plattner controversy. And the first thing a lot of you said was, no woman on earth wanted to see that. And you'd be right. But what if they did? Introducing the Hollywood Sexting Service. We are the ultimate bluffers, here to turn your absolute coals into certified diamonds. Think about it. You wouldn't post a selfie to Insta without the best lighting, hair, makeup, and scenery. You wouldn't publish the rough draft of a novel, and you wouldn't try to hit a line drive down the fairway with a wet herring. It just doesn't make sense. So why are you out here sending distribution-ready media that looks like your big toe with a wet wig? You don't want that special lady thinking it must be freezing outside, or worse, mistaking your unsolicited digital asset for a sweaty Jerry Garcia halfway through a workout. Get your head in the game. Our certified professionals hail from all corners of showbiz. They know exactly how to light your indie film, find that perfect heroic angle, and get it stiffer than a tall scotch. That's what production assistants are for. Our team can braid, curl, dye, and trim to get the perfect style, or just go with a custom merkin if they're dealing with historical period piece levels of overgrowth. We'll give your junk the cinematic treatment it deserves. We put the D in Cecil B. DeMille. We've got long lenses if you're trying to overhype the budget, wide angle if you're focusing more on girth, anamorphic if you're going for that Raiders of the Lost Ark look, and zoom lenses if you really need the help. On that note, let's just hope your production doesn't require a telescopic lens, because you're just beyond Hollywood's help at that point. You'll be serviced by industry veterans with Oscar-worthy credits on Titanic, Lord of the Rings, Top Gun Maverick, and Avengers Endgame, to name a few. We've even got a dedicated prop master who can construct miniature sets to create a whole narrative. Like, oh look, it's a lone wanderer trapped in a haunted forest. No wait, look closer. It's a magnificent castle, and it looks like someone is trapped in the tallest tower and needs some urgent hands-on assistance. Hollywood sexting service. Get crunk with your junk today. And now my commentary. We've all been there. Long day at work, hot, tired, thirsty. You melt semi-tires to mold into statues of famous minor league baseball players. It's a hard living, but worth it when you come home to a wife that loves you and kids that don't look like the local tennis pro. But wait, what's this? You catch your wife twixt the sheets with a penguin from the underbelly of the planet's south polar nether regions. Then, you suffer the indignity of waiting for it to float away on that stupid little iceberg. Why can't that frosty piece of crap just melt already? Come on, get smaller. What are you waiting for? I'm not bitter. I just want that smarmy little tuxedo bird to drown already. I say, let the earth burn already. And when it does, all the ice will melt when that black and white TV-looking cold weather fowl is too far out to sea to make it back. He's the Jack Dawson of philandering birds, and I don't see any doors floating around to save him. Buy all those cans of hairspray and let loose with both hands all day, every day. Leave those refrigerator doors wide open. Buy every muscle car, truck, and a really big van with a bad muffler that predates environmental standards. Leave it in park in the driveway and gun those engines all the livelong day. My revenge can't come fast enough, and that little homewrecker is floating farther away by the minute. I say, let's embrace climate change today. Did Putin invade Ukraine to get the last golden Wonka ticket to see the inside of his factory and win a lifetime supply of chocolate?
People go to war because of these primordial emotions, but they don't actualize that intent unless they can think they can get away with it.
Do you think Slugworth was just using Putin to spy on Willy Wonka?
There may be 20% who oppose it for real ideological grounds and 20% who differ for real grounds, but that large 60% in the middle are opportunistic.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez launched a big fight against you on TikTok because the butter you licked from her navel at the orgy was dairy-based instead of plant-based.
And it took a horrendous toll.
Do you think Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez could play Scarlett O'Hara in a remake of Gone with the Wind?
I'd like to finish just by saying that all of this is interesting.
Would movie audiences accept a biopic of Sasquatch played by Pedro Pascal?
And that would be very hard for a modern audience to believe.
Where they charged $400 for a popcorn bucket shaped like his left elbow?
And that is a very, very hard lesson, it seems to me, in our own modern age.
Or what would the haters think?
They said never again.
Do you feel like not enough children know how to churn butter?
It's a very, very good question.
Do you know what Cruella de Vil did to all 101 Dalmatians?
Astimicus and Lacan executed at Plataea. The Tenaglan Salgines cut down at Delium. Skirophondas butchered at Macalessus. And the Spartan Xanates who fell at Heraclea.
What about all the guys who didn't make it into Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? The classic, not that other monstrosity.
Parcus dead. Hippocrates dead. Cleon dead. Nicias dead. Lamachus dead. Demosthenes dead.
What about all the guys that opened King Tut's tomb?
Brasidas dead. Archidamus disappears. Gylippus disappears. They get killed too.
I farted at a funeral to put that in a numeral. That's like a number 2 that didn't quite slip out. I blamed it on the widow there with my finger held up high. The smelly and the pungent way to bid your loved one bye.